Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Right Click Sell. And today's video is going to be about workspace flows, summaries, and what to do when no one actually sees your email, because this is going to be a big problem in the future if it isn't already. So the key thing here is Copilot, Apple, and Google, especially on their paid plans, are now offering summaries. So instead of people seeing your email, they're seeing the AI-generated summary of it. And this is a massive problem, especially in the B2B world where you typically have a paid workspace. So normally, Google can actually be quite helpful in this. They'll say, for example, here's a summary of your thread, and they'll say, these are the actions discussed, for example. This is where we've got to it. So you don't have to read through, say, 15 different emails. You can see at a glance what's going on. And bear in mind, hallucinations are still common. It generally is right. You can get the gist of it. I wouldn't trust it entirely, but you can do it. It comes with your promotions tab, especially for Copilot. AI being is now in on the act, and of course, Google. Now, and if you've just got a free account, it's not such a problem at the moment. AI hasn't yet penetrated those debts because there's nothing in it for them. So if you have a lot of people in the consumer world that are reading and opening your stuff, you can continue as normal. Focus very much on his reputation, make sure we've built the relationship from our port with them, and of course, make sure your subject lines are really up to scratch, because that's so important these days. People look who it's from, look what's in it for them, and then they decide if they're going to open. And if you're really unlucky and they just come back after the week break, there's a very good chance they'll simply click delete all. That's one of the reasons why you need to have consistent cadence and rhythm, because you can never, ever guarantee that people will see your email the first time round. So yes, sell, sell, and sell again. But what happens if they do see your email, but they haven't opened it because AI has opened it for them? At that point, you've got two options. The first one is copy is me incredibly direct, to the point, don't ramble, and make sure that AI picks up on your words and really cuts to the chase of what you're offering, whether it's a new promotion, a sales discount, a way to make people's lives easier. Bear in mind, all shortcuts are there now in AI. So what you really want to do is develop your expertise. This leads me to the next thing. People tend to open emails for three reasons. It was them a way to save money, a way for them to save time, or makes them feel and look good. So if your emails make them feel good, if they become an experience, people are more likely to open. So we're back to the old standby infotainment. And this actually is a lot easier than it looks, because again, it comes back to good copy. The heart of every piece of email is a story. The story is about them, not you. So your email needs to focus on, for example, a point where they feel bad. You can emphasize with your own experience of this, the transition to the next point, the journey, how they're going to feel in the future, and how you are going to help them do it, and end with call to action. So even if AI summarizes that, they still have a reason to open. Ideally, what you want to do is give them a reason to get off the email, website, your landing page, your blog, or your video. So this could be offering excitement, intrigue, just a couple of different tips, or failing that, your own smiling face. Remember, at the end of the day, this will be faked, and neither can you. So find your way through the AI morass by basically being more you. I hope this helps a lot, because there's one other thing which I really need to raise to your attention. I'm not an Apple user, so for Apple users, feel free to go and check what Apple's doing there. It's neck and neck really in the race. But Google has rolled out today workspace flows. This is to create mini automations within the Google space by just simply one click. So for example, notify me about emails from key people. You can label emails of action items, urgency, promotion thoughts. This is especially important because where you are in your relationship with someone, it's going to dictate what happens to your email with workspace flows. So it's really, really important that you don't do screen scraping or dumping, because the first thing is to go. Second thing is people go, who are you? You want to build something so valuable and irresistible they have to open every time because they don't want to miss out. And that percolates across to the Google agents and the way that they handle your email. Remember, at the end of the day, this isn't about AI, it's about the person at the end of it. My robot listening recording from your robot is not going to move the dial when it comes to sales. And that ultimately is what you want in the B2B space. You want that relationship, you want to have that enjoyment, and ultimately you want to get paid. And people want to pay you. Don't forget that. We're all human. We all need that marker and that time. So make sure you have that. One other thing to consider as well is that auto add attachments to Drive now is almost automatic. make sure you have a link, not an attachment, because it will get buried and lost. The only time you don't is when you're sending a proposal or quote through and they're expecting it. Same for book downloads, same for any form of lead magnet. Be aware that in this brave new world of AI, they might not even see your lead magnet anymore. So always make sure, as part of your welcome flow, as part of your onboarding sequence, as part of your lead magnet sequence, you have a follow-up. And yes, I will be taking my own advice. For those who are interested, I am creating some new lead magnet sequences. So watch out for that and my courses. Make sure you subscribe to my email list or to this YouTube channel to stay up to date for all tips and things on email marketing. Take care and see you next time.